Hi, my name is Byron Klein. We're at Rockingham Dragway. We're running 570 class today. Yeah, it started out as a 04 6-liter. Decided that 6-liter is probably not going to stay together very long for the power that we wanted. So got a hold of Drew and the guys at D&J, and they set me up with an Enforcer. Took a rolling chassis out to Levon at Fire Punk, put the engine in, plumbed it. Tim Barber originally built the 48 on it, and now Levon's got that under wraps as well for me. Go ran 17250 bolt together converter with their trans brake valve body. Seems to be working really well for us. Pretty consistent numbers on it. Started from the ground up with it, had the cab pulled off, media blasted the whole frame, and the video out in Rising Sun, Maryland, built the chassis for me, and then pretty much took Levon and the guys out there a pile of parts. Cody Fisher did all the piping, wiring, and plumbing on it. The thing rips.
And right now you're doing it fuel only?
Yeah, right now we're running fuel only. Once I get probably a Rosler behind this thing or some kind of TH400, we'll start playing with the nitrous a little more. But right now we've got her turned down and she's making a consistent number, so it's doing well.
You had mentioned that something about like a first event, and you were like, "Oh, it's gonna cost me $100,000." Like, how did you get into racing?
It was Rudy's down in Piedmont. I drove and met some guys I knew from powerstroke.org there, and it was like my first big diesel event, and I came back, told my buddy Matt, and I was like, dude, that just cost me $100,000, you know, because now I want to go fast like those guys, and I was wrong.
It costs a little more. What's been your driving factor for, you know, obviously wanting to go faster and wanting to push the limits? Like, you know, are you a competitive person? Do you have some goals?
Yeah, I mean, losing is not fun. So if we're going to go do this, let's go winning. That's what I always say. Whenever we're packing our shit up, we're not going racing. We want to go winning.
And you just won recently here.
Yeah, went down to Northeast Dragway in basically Hertford, North Carolina, to the Truck Wars event, and they've got a singles elite class, which is single turbo, no nitrous. That's right up my alley, and ran that class in their outlaw class, and ended up winning the singles elite class and shook the tires pretty hard in the finals for outlaw. So it'd have been nice to bring home 2 trophies, but one and a little extra cash always works too.
What's your goal here with ODSS? Obviously, they got the 570 class going. How are you doing with that?
Right now, sitting number 2 qualifier, went 574 yesterday.
Are you going to be like chasing the point series, or?
I have been debating it. We're definitely going to UCC. I think I've got a prior obligation for the Crossville race. We haven't been out to Shides yet at all, ever, so that's one that's definitely on our bucket list. I imagine if we make it to Shides, we'll definitely try to make the last race as well.
What advice would you give to somebody who, they see your truck, they're like, man, I want to do that. I don't even know where to begin.
Like, drugs might be cheaper, but it's definitely not a way to live your life. So if you're going to spend your money on something, this is definitely pretty fun. It all doesn't have to be done on day one, so just keep going. Just keep going. Breaks are going to happen, but you can fix it.
Now, what has been some of the highlights, you know, of life of racing this truck?
Honestly, meeting the people and coming to these races, and kind of, you know, it's like a second family. You come to the track and see all your friends that are from all over, you know, I mean, primarily East Coast, but country as well. Down there at that first event at Rudy's, dude, met some really cool guys, and still racing with a lot of them to this day. Not thinking about work for a couple of days is always fun. Just getting out and being able to have let loose. Let go of that button too.
Got any crazy stories about this thing, or is there anything that's you know, has it ever made you shit your pants, or?
Definitely the first couple times I pulled this thing out of the trailer and we were learning the truck, going over stuff. We had nitrous lines, jets in backwards for first kit and spool jet, so we've definitely shot some fireballs out of that exhaust pipe, and that'll pucker you up a little bit whenever you're not expecting it, that's for sure.
How do you feel about the Enforcer and the power level, and what's been your experience with that?
Don't have a lot to compare it to, but the thing is, best way to describe that engine is ignorant. the whole truck and everything is ignorant. I mean, there's so much power coming out of that thing, even with us just running it turned down right now. You're holding on. I mean, lay your head on the back of the seat before you let go of the button, because if not, it'll get there on its own anyways.
And how about, you know, like working with Firepunk and Levon and them guys?
Levon, dude, their whole team out there is unbelievable. I mean, they're turnkey, whatever you need for your truck, like they've got it, and they've got it covered like thoroughly. So the support and assistance of Levon, even after the truck is built and it's out of the shop, I mean, he's over here reading logs with me, being like, hey, well, if we change this a little bit up, it'll smooth this out and all that. I mean, those guys are unmatched in my opinion as far as support and a great group of people to work with.
Is there anybody that maybe else has helped you along the way, or somebody that you feel needs recognition?
I mean, Tim Barber's starting out with this trans in this thing. That guy, I mean, he's had my back from day one, I feel like, and he's great people. And Cody Fisher, I mean, he's been a big help as well whenever we were first getting this thing going off the ground.
Where do you see yourself going in the future? Like, are you maybe one day going to be shooting for 4s, or?
I'm not opposed to it, we'll put it that way. Obviously, TH400, unless somebody wants to hand one over for me, it's going to be a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, they hurt a little bit.
Yeah, they hurt a little bit. And then, I mean, that Motec system seems like it's pretty easy to work with as well. It's just advancing with, you know, vehicles. If you don't start changing some stuff to keep up with these guys, it's not going to happen. I mean, we went from 590 to 570 this year, so it was some tuning changes, but I mean, like I said, Firepunk's got that covered. It wasn't a whole lot. Levon put the thing on the dyno right before we went down to Truck Wars. He's like, you're good. This will be 570. We'll go down there and run singles and see what it does. And we ran 570 all day.
So how are you guys tuning it now? Is it factory ECU? Or?
Yeah, it's got an 849 ECU on it with standalone harness and all that, and then the anteater with a lemur controlling the CO2 shifter.
So you're data logging it all?
Yes, yeah, data logging through AEM.
Okay.
CD7.
How has that process been for you with like data logging? Like, how important is it to have that information?
It's just, there's no questions at the end of it. I mean, you make a pass, and you're like, man, it seemed like it did this or felt like it did that, and all you gotta do is hook the laptop up, download the file, and there it is. You can see everything.
Throttle position sensor never lies.
Yep, exactly. You got that right.
So, get a lot of slack about, you know, crossbreeding, I guess would be a way to put it?
Not as much as you would think. I'm not the only one out there doing it. I think for me, it was definitely the right move. I fought 6-liter stuff with my old truck for a while, and I mean, I was throwing short blocks in every other weekend, it seemed like, and I was tired of dealing with that, being greasy and covered in oil all day.
Austin Denny will do it 3 times in a weekend.
Yeah.
So.
But nah, maybe one day get some body work done on this thing, get a wrap done. It was what we had always said, it's got to go fast before it looks good. So we might go find some of this no prep stuff. There's the Airport Wars, Wilkesboro. I believe they're letting some all-wheel drive stuff in with small tire out there, so we'll go play with them if they'll let us. Find a couple other no prep. We've got our local track does some stuff as well. They do the KOS there in the fall, so that's a fun one. But yeah, we're definitely looking into other stuff than the ODSS. Just the events are, you know, this is probably the closest one of the year for us, which is a 7-hour ride to get here, and then heading out to those other ones. You know, UCC is about 11 and a half, 12 hours. So.
People want to see more about the truck, Instagram, Facebook, where
Byron Klein on Facebook and C-Level OC on Instagram, but that's about it. I'm not a big social media poster, we'll put it that way. Levon, I guess they had put a video together basically from day one when I brought them the truck to when they got it all wrapped up and I was bringing it home with me. So that's pretty cool. It's on their Firepunk YouTube channel. It's just search Byron Klein and a video will pop up. So it's a pretty cool video.